What's up, guys? Today I'm going to show you a little something. My camper has been having problems keeping the battery charged. And forgive the wind noise, it's kind of breezy out here today. But I'm going to show you a couple little things. Up here, inside this little compartment here is where my battery is. Now I replaced the battery because, well, this battery was pretty old, and actually I don't know how old it was. It was with the camper when I bought it. So I went and bought a new battery, and I installed it, and about 10 days later it was dead. And took a reading of the cables, and I was only getting about 6 volts coming out of those cables. Well, that's a 12-volt battery, so obviously 6 volts isn't enough power to keep it charged. So I determined that the power converter has gone bad, and today I'm going to show you how to change that out. I've already disconnected the battery, and I've partially disassembled the converter panel and what have you before I thought to grab the camera. So let's go ahead inside and I'll show you how we change these out. So hold on. As I've said, I've already partially disassembled the converter box, and here's what we have. This is the converter, and I've pulled it out of the box. Now the cover is held on with one single screw, and I'll show you that at the end when I put it back together. These two cables run up through a hole in the bottom back here. I don't know if you can see that, but they come up and they connect at these 2 points here, and that gives me the 12-volt power. This is the 12-volt side of your trailer, and on the opposite side, this is where your 110-volt power comes in for things like your electrical outlets, your refrigerator, your TV, your air conditioner, and that also powers this unit here, which converts that 110 volt power into 12 volt power and sends it up to your battery. So real quick, I'm going to show you how to disconnect everything. Sorry that I've already partially disconnected everything. Well, part of it anyway. Bear with me. I'm trying not to shake the camera around too much. But you have your white, green, and black wires coming off here that supply the 110 volt power to this unit. And they connect up here. One of them goes in here. The other one is here, this green wire here. And the other is the white wire up here. So what you have to do is use either a flat blade screwdriver or a number 2 square bit driver to loosen these screws to remove the wires. And bear with me, I'm going to get that disconnected right now. Okay, I've got the old one disconnected, pulled out, and I have a WIFCO 8955 series, and I contacted the company and told them what my problem was. They told me which converter I needed to order, and I just received this today at my house, and we're going to unbox it and take a look at what's in there. Again, this is the WIFCO 8900 MBA, which what this model number means when you break it down is the WF means, you know, it's a WIFCO. 8955 means it's an 8900 series, 55 amp. And the MBA is a main board something. I can't remember the exact terminology. Main board assembly. There we go. And this was a, at least, hopefully, it'll be a direct replacement for the burned out unit. So hold on just a moment while I get this thing unboxed. Okay, got the box open. Inside is an operator's manual. And here's the unit. Now this unit is going to be identical for the most part to the unit that you're replacing. Of course, it's going to be a little bit, you know, slightly updated from the previous version. And so that should make it a lot of fun to install. So without further ado, let me go ahead and get this thing put in and try to give you a little pointers as I go. It's going to be kind of hard because I have to hold on to the camera with one hand and work with the other. But and then I'm in a very tight, cramped space here between my slide room and the chair, and this is at the back of the camper in the center line. So let me get this turned around here. Okay, this is going to go in just like this, and I gotta get the wires pulled out here so I can get to them. And wouldn't you know, again, takes two hands. And these wires are kind of stiff because, you know, they're new. And this isn't the warmest day of the season. So, you, oh, come on now. I wish I had my tripod out here. I just didn't think to grab it. So you feed these wires up through the hole. Hope you're seeing this because I can't really see what the camera's seeing too well anyway. Oh, come on. There we go. Feed those up through the hole. And these, you do the same thing. There's a hole in the back side of this, behind this fuse panel. And, oh, there we go. And those come right up through that hole behind. If I can get my hand out of the way there. Things. Oh. There we go. And these two wires come up this way. So I can go ahead and slide this unit in place, which is, again, not going to be easy considering how stiff the wires are. Come on. Well, believe me, the old one came out a lot easier than this one's going back in. Come on. Alright, I don't know what's hanging up back there. I can't really see. It looks like a little slot that it's got to slide into. They made it look so easy in the training video that I saw on this. Hold on, I'll be right back with you. Okay. I was having trouble getting this thing here to lock in. There's two little slide locks in the back of that cabinet. I don't know if you can see them or not. No, it's too dark. Anyway, you can obviously see the difference here. This right here is a bit more narrow than on the new one. And so much for that being a direct replacement, because the main panel that keeps that thing secure in that cabinet is not the same size. And there's no way to modify it because it's plastic. I don't know how I'm going to fix this problem, but I'm gonna have to try something. Okay, let me see what I can do with this. Okay, let me use my phone as a light source there. And as you can see, there is just no way to modify that. So, I can't change the plastic on the bottom because of the update on fan location, etc. So, I guess I'm just going to have to clip it on one side, and when I screw it in, hope that it stays there. And I will be in contact with folks over there at WIFCO, and hopefully they can give me an answer. In the meantime, I'm just going to have to stick with this the way it is. Okay, I just finished up plugging everything back in and hooking up the battery. So, let's give this a try. I'll first turn on I'll turn on the main breaker first. Well, no sparks. Okay, let's check the power levels and see what we get. Now I'm just using a digital meter here, and I'm going to check my 12-volt output. Okay, that's right where it needs to be, right at about 13.6 volts, and that should be getting good power out to my battery now for charging, and that should do it. Now, as I showed you before, or told you before, this is a pretty simple unit to work on. The wires are a little stiff and can be difficult, but I have the WIFCO 8955 power supply in here. It's an older trailer, so it's a little bit different unit than what you might see in something new. I'm going to show you my main panel here. Now, this main panel gives you all of your fuses and where they go, and your breakers. And up here on this sticker here gives you your model number, which is the WF8955AN, and what its inputs and outputs are. And if you have problems with your power converter, you can always contact WIFCO, and I'll have the link to that website in the description below, and you can converse with them and tell them what the problem is. They can probably give you some advice on how to troubleshoot your unit. I simply asked them, hey, my battery was bad, I replaced it, it went dead, the new battery went dead, and I don't know what's going on. I only have 6 volts coming out of the cables at the battery. And I told him of a couple of other electrical issues I've noticed with battery, my ceiling lights were flickering. They would get dim and then they'd get bright. And they replied back to me, well, sounds like your converter is bad. You need a new one. So I asked them, which one do I need? Because I have an older model here. They recommended the WF-8955 MBA, which is the unit I just installed. It doesn't fit quite exact like the old one, but it does install, it does function, and well, I guess that's about it. Now the newer units, gosh, I can't speak today. The newer units, this cover will have a screw in each one of these top corners here, whereas mine just has the single screw. And I don't know that that makes a difference really, but it's just something that, you know, you need to look for. This is what my cover looks like closed. Yours might have a sight glass over here on this side, and you know, it's a flatter panel. It's not all curvy and got all these little grooves and what have you in it. But this is what I have to work with, and well, that's about it. I hope you enjoyed this video, and give it a thumbs up. You know, if you like it, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit that little bell so that you get notified of all my new videos. And I'll catch you again. Have a good day.